My name is Kevin. I'm a senior student in Knocknarrig, Ireland, and I'm here to show you about Scratch. I will be moving from this part of Scratch, which is the output, no, the input, and then I'll be showing you the output, which is what comes out afterwards. I will first show you through these a brief lead through these 8 tabs up here. Motion is basically moving up, down and around. Control is basically all the yellows, which basically put the program together. Looks in is basically, let's say you wanted, now everything here is, everything here is, you couldn't be able to change it, but if this was a cartoon or anything like that, or if you're using the cartoon characters with Scratch, looks, you'd be possibly able to change the colours or anything like that. You can't obviously do this because all of these are things and you can't be messing around with them. Sensing is basically asking questions, answers, and that sort of thing. Sound, if you wanted, let's say if someone played a tune or something, it would come out and that would be sound. Operators then are basically, well, operators now, in fairness, are nothing without the sensing and the variables. But anyway, operators here are basically, they have all these multiplying, division, everything signs like that, so there's not really much to explain about them. Paint is if you wanted to draw something on it, and variables is basic. Well, actually, to be honest with you, variables is something that's totally manual. You have to do it yourself. It is literally nothing until you try making it yourself. I will now press the green flag and show you a bit of the start of it. This is the game to test how well you know the EU. Are you game? That's basically asking you, are you ready to play? Now, as much as that question isn't really needed, to open that gate you need both combined answers of yes and the next question. So I will now move over to the next one. This is the moving left, right, up and down is a fusion of motion and sensing and controls. So I'll go over here and there the sensing works, and it says where mice be found, and that's the Eiffel Tower. So I draw captains. And as you can see, this gate is opened up. Where is the automobile? It is in Brussels. As you can see, this gate up here has opened. Which city hosted the 2012 Olympics? London. And you see, that gate is opened up to this city. Where might be found? There are 2 clues in that, one in the image and one here. It's the very same question as the Paris one. In the background you can see the Eiffel Tower. So that is Paris. And as you can see, this gate over here has opened up. I'm in which city? Is the ancient Colosseum of Rome, so it's Rome. I'm a gazebo in which city, which is Edinburgh. As you can see, this gate up here has opened up, so we're going down to the Acropolis of Athens. As you can see, the gate up there has opened up. I stand 3 inches every year. Where am I? That has a fact inside the question, because as much as some people would know that it stands 3 inches every year, not everyone would know that. And as you can see, this gate opens up, and as my project is called Travels to Eurocoin, I obviously had to have something from the unit. So, where am I? Which is obviously Frankfurt. As you can see, this one has opened here. We almost flag as Ireland, but when did Ireland join the EU? When I'm finished with this, I'll show you a little background about how it all moves and how the questions are shown up and everything. And that's it finished. So now I'll now show you bits of every prize and the background itself. So first of all, we have here a mixture of, as you can see, it's mostly motion sensing and control. We've here one green flag click. Basically that means if you're playing the game once and you wanted to play it again when you hit the green flag, that basically meant it would say, that's basically the restart button for everything, for the sprite. Then it shows here, when green flag click, for every key up arrow press, change Y by 3. That could be 10 now. I chose 3 because of the simple fact that it's easier to move around with. I do the same for down arrow, only it's minuses, right and left are X and minus X. And then here, forever, I'll show you an example of this now. When green flag clicks, forever touching colour red, go back to the start basically. Oh no, I can't show, I'll have to start again. Yeah, so I'll show you now, if he goes over here and down here, it'll go back to the start, you see? So now, and that is a going things benign. I'll now move on to the Eiffel Tower and the first of the questions. Never mind about them, they're just basically failed attempts at the start of it. Here it shows here when green flag click. Now, why I chose first set size to 48% is basically because obviously it wouldn't be 100% because if it was 100% you'd get the size of that would be you get the size of the full thing that I got when I was getting the image. Now, here, I have it 48%, and then at the end of the question, so that I won't be getting in the way, I have set size to 1%. Here it shows wait until touching spike 1, which is the euro coin. Again, bring me up the travels of the euro coin, which is the name of the project. Again, I did that project because Ireland has the EU presidency for 6 months of this year. I have here ask where am I to be found and wait. When the answer is given, I make it wait for 5 seconds, then minimize its size. I'll now move on to this one is more basic. They're really all like this afterwards, except for different questions obviously. Which you'll see when green flag clicked, wait until touching point 1 and then ask the question. It's the same here again, and here, 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 and here. It's basically all the same, because, well, it's the same software in every question, otherwise you'd be, well, except for the person. I'll now show you the real behind the scenes. Basically, when you answer yes, no, if you hadn't answered yes at the start of it, and had still gone over to the Paris thing and entered the gate, it would not open that gate for you. Because as you see here, both run here together mean you have to have a combination, basically. Here, next background is basically the key to switching, opening gates and everything like that. And when you change the answer every time, when the answer comes up, you enter the answer, it will change to the next background. Now you could have, and I'll show you, over here, switch the background here, but that would be if you didn't have it in order. But I have it in order. It takes longer, but at least you get the same value out of it. Then it shows here wait until answer Frankfurt, next background, then wait until answer 1973, and then stop all, finished. And that has my sum up in Scratch.